right. Here we go. High potential. What's happening? Have a good stream. Thank you. How you doing, man? Are you all packed up? Or what? Alright, are we ready? Exhausted. Still packing. Dang, down. Yeah, it's always like that. It's always down to the wire, man. When you're moving, at least. Alright. Made an offer on a house. Bumping. Buying a house? That's ballin', man. Alright, let's see. What should I do? Is there a bi-weekly this morning? Yes, there was a bi-weekly. I'm gonna do my AlgoBlazer daily before the time is up. 23 minutes. Let me make sure I do it real quick. Evaluate token expression. You're given an array of strings tokens describing an arithmetic expression in postfix form. Every operator comes after the two values it applies to, so the expression needs no parentheses. Implement evaluate tokens, where the valid operators are these. Every other token is an integer. Operation applies to the two most recently produced values. Earlier is the left operand. Division between the two integers truncates towards 0. So this is -3 and not -4. Alright. The input is always valid and never divides by 0. The answer and every intermediate value fit in a signed 32-bit integer. Alright, I think this is just stack. This part is maybe the most interesting for me. I'm not sure if I have to do anything special here, but we'll find out soon. Alright, so what am I doing? I guess I have a stack of integers, and then I just iterate over every token, and if the token is a plus, then we add them. If it's minus, subtract. I'm gonna just copy this, divide, and multiply. So, alright, if it's any of these things, that means we gotta pop the first two in the stack. So, how should I do that? Should I make a function to pop that? Or we're returning maybe vector int. So I'll push back stack.top and then pop and do it again. So then ret 0 will be the earlier one. Let's do it like that, I guess. So if it's any of these, I'll just pop 2. Alright. I'm gonna copy this everywhere. Hold on, let me think. Maybe I can be like, if the token is, wait, is digit, is numeric, is alpha num? I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it like this. I'll just copy and paste, man, everywhere. Those are my last two. Wait, what am I supposed to do again? I have to return. So this is minus the divide part that I'm not sure if I have to do anything. And then this is the multiply. Otherwise, we're just gonna push to the stack string to integer token I, and then return the top of the stack, and that should be the like everything evaluated. Let's see if it works, because I'm not sure with the division thing. Tokens. Oh, wait. Yeah. Tokens, Anyways, let's see. Forgot my semicolon, man. Forgot a lot of things. What's going on here? Tokens I. Oh, it's a string. I'm comparing to characters, so let me change these to strings. Alright, let's see what's up now. Jesus Christ, man. It's just stack push. So many bugs, as usual. Alright, so maybe... Dang, negative what? Where am I going wrong, man? That's crazy talk. 9 plus 3. Negative 11. Did I mess up something real bad? Like, do I have these the wrong way or something? Let's see how the divide works. $13 divided by 5. Let me see test case 2. That should give me 2. 13 divided by 5. It's 2. So I'm gonna say 4, man. Is it because I need to do decimals here? Or something else going on? I don't know. Pop into push B3KA. Thank you very much for the follow. Plus, minus. Alright, I gotta do some C-outs because I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll do it on the divide. What we got? 0. Why is it 0, man? way. 13 divided by 5. Let me see what's going on here. 5 divided by 13. So like these are backwards. Oh yeah, maybe I should reverse the ret or something. Or swap. Either way, same thing. Hey, Leet Whale, what's happening, man? How you doing? Jesus, finally. Alright, there we go. Reverse Polish notation. Did you vibe code your website? Yeah, I did. Vibe coded. Everything's vibe coded these days. Alright, we got that in before the timer ran out. Hey, look how many problems Q's done, man. 48 problems in like 4 days or something. It's going hard. Alright, back to LeetCode time, man. Let's see what's up with LeetCode Daily, maybe? Would be shocked if it wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, people actually code these days? I can't imagine that, man. Alright, longest subsequence with non-zero bitwise XOR. Let me see when I did it not too long ago. A few months. You are given an integer array nums. Return the length of the longest subsequence in nums whose bitwise XOR is non-zero. If no such subsequence exists, return 0. I hate this. What do you hate, man? Longest subsequence in nums whose bitwise XOR is non-zero. That means we need however many bits that XOR. What's XOR again, man? So I need to count something with the bits, and it needs to be odd if I want them to be non-zero. This problem, you hate bit problems in general, or just this specific one? Alright. If the subsequence has an even number of bits in any position, those will be cancelled to 0. So what we're looking for is any subsequence where we can have an odd number or something like that. Odd count in any bit position, and that's non-zero. So 10 to the 5th. How are we gonna do that, man? Is it take it or leave it? So at every index we choose to either do it or not, and then if we XOR all the way at the end, then we just need to remember the... Yeah, I think this is just take it or leave it. Let's try. So at every index, just take it or leave it. Let me think, actually. No, because if I took it or left it, I still need to pass in like some type of number. Do I need this in our state? If I did, I could take it or leave it. It's just a subsequence. Let me think otherwise. 10 to the 9. Lollapalooza, what's happened? 3 stream streak, thank you very much. How the heck we gonna do this? Do I try take it or leave it, or is that gonna give me a wrong answer? I'm not sure yet. Maybe there's another observation I can make or something. I think this is a nice problem to test your understanding of XOR. Alright, let me think about it a little bit more. What's happened? How am I doing? I'm doing alright, man. I'm out here trying to do the daily problem, and then I'll do the bi-weekly contest that was this morning, and then who knows what we're gonna do, man. Alright, XOR, count bits, count the bits. So if we can choose any number of things, so 2, I'm going to draw 2, 3, and 4 in binary. So in binary, 2 would be 1, 0, 3 would be 1, 1, and 4 would be 1, 0, 0. So if we looked at this array and we added up, let me put the leading zeros here. So this answer is 3. We can take all of them. And we know that because if we added up all of the bits in everything, we would see that this one, there's an odd count. So this one would be on. This one, there's an even count, so it would be off. And this one is an odd count, so it would be on. So I guess if there's just like an odd count in any bit position, then it means you can take the whole thing, right? Let me look at 1, 2, 3. How's the LeetCode coming? Do you feel you retain the information? Yeah, I think I do, but not everything. You know, some things I forget for sure. Alright, this would be 1, 0. This is 1, 1. So if we added up all of these bits, we'll get an even number, so that cancels out, and an even number, so that cancels out. So that means we can't take the whole thing, and we can only take like something that's odd. So either 2, 3 or 1, 2. But how do I know what the longest thing that we can select is? It's either the whole thing or n-1 or something, right? It's either like we can do everything, or we just remove one number and then it will become odd somewhere. So I think it's like a trick. Is it a trick problem, man? Because we don't really need to try everything. I don't know. Because if everything actually cancels out, it means we just don't include one of those numbers and we'll be good. So should I try that? I'm gonna erase this DP stuff, and then maybe I'll just do some funky stuff right now, man. So I'll XOR this, and then if I don't know, actually. I'm like, It feels like it makes sense, but I guess we'll find out. No, Jesus Christ, look at that. I guess it is kind of right, except the one edge case where I suppose it's all zeros. So if it's all zeros, then we can't do anything. That's alright, so instead of returning here, I'm gonna be like insane. Arian Korana, what's happened? Welcome. What the fuck? Wait, Q, welcome to the party. Wait, the order of your checks matter. Hold on. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying, man. So, because this is gonna be 0 after all of this, so it's like if this is, I'm gonna just hit them with that. Hit them with it like that instead. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I changed that. I forgot I changed that. Wait, this wasn't DP, but it made sense. Yeah, I think you could DP this problem, but it's not ideal, perhaps. I think, yeah, what LeetCode was saying, this tests your knowledge of XOR, because I guess you'll see, like, the odd even thing, and if you have everything evens, that means if you remove one, then everything will be odd, or whatever will be odd, you know? Something will be odd. Did Riri do every gold problem? Hey, I don't know. Let's take a look. I don't even know how many gold problems on the platform, man. But there's some new problems. No, there's 21 gold problems, it looks like. 169 total, so I think every 12 I'm gonna be updating, like, to show the actual new problems. I don't think it's showing the right new published date time. It's showing like the time in the problems page, like when it's added, it's showing when I actually added it to my database and not when it became like live on the site. So I'm gonna change that soon, man. Alright, so that was the daily problem. It's a little trick problem, I think. I wouldn't say a trick problem, but you gotta make some observations. Let me see what I did whenever I solved it last time. Maybe the same thing? Yeah, it's just basically the same thing, man. Things are a little switched around, but for the most part the same. Are you guys ready for bi-weekly? You guys took it? Who took it? Ain't nobody waking up that early. 10:30 a.m. It's like 7:30 in California. Alright, am I ready for it? Let's see. Let me get ready for it. Alright, I'm ready. Hey, I went bouldering yesterday, man. My whole back is sore. My fingers are like sore trying to grip on those things. It's real hard. I know a bunch of software engineers like bouldering. I don't know why, but it's trending. I think, who does it, man? Samir here does it. I think Arik used to love bouldering. Maybe Stephen Code Stuff loves bouldering too. I'm sure there's more of you out there who love bouldering. Alright, you guys ready? Virtual contest starts now. Q1. Elevator requests, part 1. You're given an integer n denoting the number of floors in a building where the floors are numbered from 0 to n-1. You are also given an integer array requests, where request represents the sequence of floor requests. An elevator starts at floor 0 and follows these rules. The elevator moves 1 floor per second. The elevator serves requests in the given order. If the elevator is already on the requested floor, no movement is needed. After serving a request, the elevator immediately starts moving towards the next request. Return the total time in seconds required to serve all requests. Alright, so maybe I'm gonna just put our starting floor at 0. And so we have floors n to 1. I mean 0 to n-1. And then we have however many requests. How am I gonna do this, man? Do I just add the difference between each floor? Like floor minus x, and then floor is equal to x? I hope so. So we should get 7 and 4 for example 1 and 2. 7 and 4. There we go. Should I send that, man? I think we'll be alright. Alright, next problem. Oh, where's the next problem? Q2, minimum operations to make a rotated palindrome, part 1. You are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters. You can perform the following operations any number of times, including 0, and in any order. Increment. Choose any index I and replace SI with the next lowercase English letter. The letter after Z is A. Left rotate. Move the first character of the string to the end. Return the minimum number of operations required to make S a palindrome. A palindrome is a string that reads the same forward and backward. What? Alright. Any index and replace it. And it's circular. Move the first character of the string to the end. Alright, so we can increment any character to the next, and it is circular, or we can move the first character to the end and then need the minimum number of operations to make it a palindrome. Alright, so what are some observations? I guess geez, a lot of people solved it, so let me think. If maybe I'll do 2 pointers, and if they're not, then I guess I take the difference. Man, how do I simulate that though? So I can take the difference, and that's how many moves I'd need to like change A to be equal to C. Or it says, so I can either increment that, or I can rotate left, so I can move this over here. That's one move, and then do the same thing again. S is 2000. So I'm wondering, should I just rotate everything? Like keep rotating? No. Dang, so many people solved it. Man, it must be easy. This one is 2 because you rotate one and then you turn the things, or you just, I guess you can just turn A into C with 2 moves. Alright, YB. BB. You can just rotate, or you can just increment Y until it's equal to B. So it's that diff or that rotated diff. LeetCode is stuck? I know, LeetCode, man. Yeah, and I am a little bit stuck. I guess I could do take it or leave it here, but it feels like a little overkill based on how many people solved. But maybe I should ignore that and just think. So I'm thinking if we did some type of take it or leave it, we start at like left and right pointers being on the outsides. And if we took it, we just take like the difference between these, you know, however many, whether we're moving this one up forward or we're like circling the other one back around. Or if we rotated it, then how would that rotate work, man? Hey, Mr. Singh is vibing. What's happening? Holla, we them boys. Welcome. RP to the B. Yeah, those Bs are dead. I'm finally changing my job after 8 years. Had to do LeetCode again to prepare for the move. I assume you crushed the LeetCodes because sounds like you already got the job. Nice. Very nice. Alright. I actually don't know what to do here. So if we rotated it, I don't know how to rotate this. Yeah, I actually don't know what to do, man. Let's see if it was a little bit longer. So we can either take it like this, or we can move it like that. Man, so many people solved it. It's tripping me out, man. Alright, this one is 2. This one is 3. Let me try and think of a case where we just rotate it to solve it. Maybe like something like this. So if it's like that, oh, I think I see what's happening, man. So it's either, alright, it's like we're comparing this one against this one, or the left against the next one. Because if we rotated it, then it's like the next time we gotta choose between making those things different, you know. So either, so if there's like more things in here, it's like I'm comparing 0 and 4 or B and A if I just took it straight up and change one of them, or if I were to rotate it, I just have to look at this one and the next one, because when I move this, then I'm comparing B and B right there. So if we rotated it 1, now those are good. But then when we move on to the next one, it's like, I don't know, man. Because if we rotate this one now, it's gonna be like that. And these are off. So maybe that's not a good observation. Odd even matters. A little bit for palindrome sometimes, but I'm not sure if it matters for this problem. That was a way to see constraints. Yeah, 2000. 2000. What does it mean for us? Jatin Mohan, what's happened? Wait, I see you trying to tell me what to do, but I want to think about it a little bit more before I read answers. Alright, did I look at the constraints? What does that tell me? What does it tell me? Minimum number of operations required to make it a palindrome. Let me see. Alright, I know sometimes when you have like an array, you can double it to find all the rotations. So what if I doubled it like this? Wait, let me just use the actual example. So ABC, and then I just slide a window of the original size, and then I check like every palindrome check like that. I'll do it here, I'll do it there. But I don't know, man. Let me peek ahead. This problem seems challenging for me. I like what you're saying. Hey, it sounds like, I don't know, Elite Whale. If I did that, then I guess it's like this many rotations, but it doesn't seem... If I feel like can't you I don't know, man. I don't know, Elite Whale. Should I just try that? N squared will work. Not sure if anything better could be done. I don't even know how to solve it in N squared, man. I'm not gonna lie. But Elite Whale says he likes this idea. But I'm having a hard time believing that it would give the correct answer, because I think I'm confusing, like, you know, Does this cover every combination of like rotations and increments? Because I imagine you could increment something and then rotate it, but would that matter? Maybe I misunderstood what you're trying to do. Yeah, so I was saying if we have the S, you know, let's double it like ABC, ABC, and then try to do the palindrome thing on every original window size. So like I'll start LR 3 things apart, like the original size, and then say, oh, A and C, we need at least 2 moves to make those right, and then B is equal to B, so that would be it. And then we try it here and say, oh, A, B, C, we need 1 move to make L and R equal, like here and there, and then we need +1 move because the L is like already starting at a rotation. And then we try it again here, BC, that's just 1 move away plus 2 rotations. So this, to get this state, it would need like three moves, 2 to rotate and 1 to change the B to a C. Sounds like you have to convince yourself. Yeah, that's the part I usually struggle with, because I can't convince myself that like, how do I prove that's gonna cover all the cases where like is it the same thing if I decide to say rotate 1 or increment, like say I increment this to a C and then I rotate, or I increment this to a B and then I rotate or something, you know? That's where I'm struggling with, because it sounds like a decent idea, but I can't prove to myself that it works without like coding it and pressing submit and seeing. That's like the only way, you know. It's like a Hail Mary for me. But if you say it sounds good, man, I'll try it. So how do we do that? I just start from every L. You can do increment operations at any time and on any index. Yeah, I hear you, Elite Whale, but I don't know. Like, I can't prove it to myself to be confident enough to just type it. But it's the only thing that I can really think of. So I'm just going to implement and see what happens. So this L is going all the way there, and then I just have to do like a 2-pointer basically. What would this be? L plus N maybe? -1. So if this is 3, the L is here, I want the N to be on that 0, 1, 2. Yes, so I think this would be okay. Alright. So I need the diff SL and SR. So that's one diff, or the other diff would be like I don't know how to get the other way. It would be like, let me think about it for a bit. Use a Q. I mean use a queue. If you increment element x, rotate the string, then increment element x again, that's equivalent to rotating once and incrementing element x twice. Order that you increment rotate doesn't matter. I see, maybe. Worst case, increment all n characters. Worst case, rotate by n, and you're back to the original string. Alright, let me try and figure out this diff. So, how's this gonna work? If we got like, let me use the YB situation. So y and b can be like, this diff will get like the difference here, but I want to get the other way where I guess it's like 26 minus the max. No, I shouldn't put 26. Should I put z? So y minus z, that would be 1. Let me think. Plus 1 maybe? So that would be to like get to the end, and then how much to get from A to the next one. So that would be just the diff between S, the min. Let me put the min SL SR minus A. I think that's right, hopefully. And then I add the minimum of those diffs to the current, right? And then I want the minimum of those. Looks kind of weird. I'm sure there are some bugs. There's always bugs, man. Overflow. How are we gonna overflow, man? This ain't right. Let me think. The max plus 1, so this gets us to the A. Why is this tripping, man? Oh. Come on. I don't increment my pointers, that's why. Negative 73. Something ain't right, man. So I guess one of these is going negative, huh? Minimum. Jesus. So this one should not. That's just a straight up diff. How is this one negative, man? Z minus that plus 1. How long have you been LeetCoding? I started LeetCoding in December 2019. About 7 years, maybe. Still not that good at LeetCode. Man, how are we getting 98? My dang ASCII math is terrible. Alright, let's try and figure out why the ASCII math is so bad. I know why. This should be SS and not S. Damn. I don't know if that's good or bad. Wait, now we got 0, man. Oh, it's because 0. Alright, we got 3 and 1. 1 ain't right. How are we gonna get 1 there? Oh, you know why? That's because I forgot to add how many times we rotate plus L times. Alright, so now we got 2 and 3. Am I satisfied with this? I think so. I guess so. Alright, this problem was hard. I think it's easy to implement, but it's hard to convince myself that that's gonna give me a right solution. I don't trust these numbers, man. It seems like really high, but maybe I'm just not that good. Alright, next, kth digit in infinite string. You are given an integer k. An infinite string is formed by concatenating the decimal representations of the positive integers without separators. For every non-negative integer b, block B contains the positive integers from 10 times b through 10 times b plus 9. The integers in each block are appended as follows. If b is even, append the integers in increasing order. If b is odd, append the integers in decreasing order. Therefore, the strings start with the integers 1 through 9, followed by 19 through 10, then 20 through 29, then 39 through 30, and so on. Return the kth digits, one index of this string. Come on, man. This is a confusing ass problem. Alright. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I want to do this. It's a big K. The kth digit, huh? Alright, so let's try and break it down and figure out some stuff. Maybe the first thing is each block of numbers has 10 numbers. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no 10 though, is there? Oh yeah, there's a 10. So the first block only has 9 numbers, and every block after that has 10 numbers. 1 through 9, yeah, I think so. That's my first observation. Next is... Alright. Should I write these observations down? First block has 9 numbers. Every block after has 10 numbers. First block has numbers with 1 digit, and then how many blocks have 2 digits going? So 10 through 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to 100, or 90 to 99. So 9 blocks. Has 2 digits. Then maybe the next 9 blocks has 3 digits. Is it like this? 9 blocks has 4 digits, and so on. I had a dream about a shark. Hey, Steven Sagaball, welcome to the party. Did the shark bite you? Or did you eat the shark? Or did he catch the shark? Or did the shark bite someone else? I don't know if I want to do this problem, man. It's too hard. It was eating our car, so I shot the ceiling. I've never seen Sharknado, man. Should I watch it? Alright, how am I gonna figure this out? So, alright, I want to figure out how many like digits are in each block. So this first block, numbers with 1 digits. So it's like 9 digits in the first block. Second block has 2 digits times 10. So 20 digits times 9 blocks, right? So let me see, 9 plus 20 times 9. Are all of these 9 blocks? No. 3 digits has way more than 9. Maybe it's 99 blocks or it's 90 blocks. I'm not actually sure. 100 to 1,000 basically. How many blocks is that? Each block has 10. It's like 90, right? And then would this be like 900? So is this how it progresses? And then we have to figure out the order. So like we have to figure out what number block we're on, whether it's even or odd, to figure out the ordering, and then like how many number digits or whatever. Ugh. I don't like it. Should I just guess? Return random number, random digit. So maybe I should try to go to the block that I need to find out which block we're on, and then I can figure out how many digits in each number, and then I can figure out like where that block starts, and then I can figure out what number. Yeah. Alright, it's gonna take a lot of focus for me to get this problem. So start of the kth block, where so alright, 20 digits each block, 3 times 10, so it'd be 30 digits each block for this one, 40 digits each block for that one. Okay, so each of these digits is like a K. So I'm wondering if I can figure out this math where my brain's not working, man. 9 first block, then 20 20 times 9 for the next section. What's 30 times 90? 40 times... Yes. Alright, I think we can try this out, man. Let's try and find the start of the kth block. Man, should I quit this problem? That's too much work. Ugh. I'll try something, I guess. Digits per block. And then I ain't too sure, man. Hey, don't defense. What's happening? Can I skip? Hey, thank you very much for the sub. Where's the TTS? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Where is the TTS, man? I thought I had it too. It's not speaking. Did I turn it off? Yeah, maybe it did break it. I don't know. Where is it, man? Anyways, thank you very much, Don't Defense. What's been happening? How you doing? Alright, forget that Q3, man. It's not a fun problem for me. Alright, Don't Defense. Thank you so much. One more sub. Look at that. Back from Spain and traveling in general. So tired and stuff. Dang. Watch the eclipse. Oh, snap. The eclipse in Spain. Now I remember. I saw some things with the eclipse. I remember the last one was, we saw it in New York for a little bit. And I remember, man, I was like, oh yeah, I want to see the next one. It's going to be in Spain in 2026. And then I completely forgot. A man, Kisani, what's happening? How am I doing? I'm doing all right. Doing some algorithms. Hey, the next one is above the pyramids. Jesus, that's some real alien stuff. We gotta go look at that one, man. Hey, when is it? What year? It's gonna have 6 minutes of totality. This one only had 1 minute 30 seconds. Dang. Next year. Should we all meet up by the pyramids or what? All right. I feel like I don't know. I don't have the brain juice to do this problem. I'm considering it very exciting. How many eclipses have you seen in your life? You need to watch at least one totality in your life. Man, what happened in New York a couple years ago? It wasn't super total eclipse. It was like, but it got real dark, man. I remember I was looking at that thing with eclipse glasses, it was just like a tiny bit of the sun showing. I had to go up north to see totality. Dang, you make me want. You have any pictures, man? You took lots of crazy pics or what? The difference between 99% and 100% is that the difference between Codeforce's Gray and Codeforce's Legendary Grandmasters. I guess so. I mean, I don't know because I haven't seen it, but I can see where you're coming from, man. I have some pics I'll share when I download them to PC. Yeah, no rush, but I'd be interested in seeing them. It's pretty cool. Did you go by yourself? Do you take your whole family to go look at these eclipses? Is that like a family event? Just the wife? Dang, you're an eclipse hunter. I'm not an eclipse hunter. Feya Toxico, what's happened? What you use in your hair? Man, I use whatever is in the bathroom on my hair, man. Alright, what should we do? I just tried the bi-weekly and it destroyed me. I gave up. Maybe I can check out Elevator Request Part 2, actually, Q4. I think maybe if I had the right focus, I could try Q3, but I just don't feel like thinking of it too much. Alright, let's check out Q4. You are given an integer n denoting the number of floors in a building, where the floors are numbered from 0 to n-1. You're also given an integer start, representing the floor where the elevator begins, and an integer array request, where request I is a floor that the elevator is requested to reach. All floors in requests are distinct. At time 0, the elevator is on floor starts, and all requests are made simultaneously. During each second before all requests are fulfilled, the elevator moves exactly one floor, either up or down. A request is fulfilled instantly when the elevator reaches its requested floor. If start appears in request, that request is fulfilled at time 0. For each second that a request remains unfulfilled, you receive 1 penalty. Equivalently, a request fulfilled at time t contributes t to the total penalty. Return the minimum total penalty required to fulfill all requests. Sounds like a math problem, man. But let me try to look at it a little bit more. So we have some requests. Start floor. What's n? N is the amount of floors that we have. So if I was an elevator, maybe I would go up to the 5th to do that one, and then go down to the 1st. So in 1 second, you do that, then you get a 1 penalty. And then in 4 seconds, you can move down to the 1st floor, and then you get a 5 penalty. Okay. I can smell Dijkstra's. Dang, I didn't even think of Dijkstra's here. But I don't know. We start somewhere. That's the penalty. I don't know, man. Dakshas is interesting because they are weighted, but it's not like we have a single source, which is a start, but there's no end node, you know. It's only 1,500 requests. So we can go, maybe it's like some type of DP where we start somewhere and I don't know anything, man. All requests are distinct. I wonder if that has anything to do with anything. I wonder if we sort these requests, if it makes a difference. Because we don't really have to go to them in any order. We just need to find out the minimum penalty. So from this starts, that one is instantly done. And then do I go to... All right, what's the penalty? The penalty is each second that a request remains unfulfilled, you receive 1 penalty. Oh, these two things are saying the same thing. Wait, are they? Yes, I think they're saying the same thing. So it's like we want to move to the closest things first, right? So if we're on floor 3, we go to 3, but 3, then we go to floor 1, and then we go to floor 7. But like, what if the floors are like, say we start on floor 5, and then how do you know which one is closer, like floor 6 or floor 4? But then what if this one has like floor 1 as well, and this one has like floor I'm gonna just put 20. So if it starts on floor 5, I think we would want to go to floor 4 and then 1 and then 6 and then 20 to get the least penalties, because how much penalty would we get? We'll get 0 here, we'll get 1 penalty here, this one and then 3 seconds down to this one, so this would be 4. So then we'll get 4 penalty to go down to here, and it takes 5 seconds to go to this 6, and that's like 9 penalty at the 6, and then 14 to get there. I don't know, man. Me, LOL, what's happening? Long time, yeah. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. But I'm struggling on this question. I don't know how to do this. Three. All right, let's look at this one. Start at 5. You go down. Okay. Shit. I don't know how to do this, really. It's like, I think we need to figure out an ordering where we can visit them in like the least amount of time, basically. And then we can figure out the penalties. I don't know. Should I give up on these problems, man? Because they're way too hard for me. What would I do instead? Q Ultimus. Oh, there's a new daily problem. Let's try that. Stone Game 9. Are we gonna try it? I'll try it. Alice and Bob continue their games with stones. There is a row of n stones, and each stone has an associated value. You are given an integer array of stones where stone's I is the value of the ith stone. Alice and Bob take turns, with Alice starting first. On each turn, the player may remove any stone from stones. The player who removes a stone loses if the sum of the values of all removed stones is divisible by 3. Bob will win automatically if there are no remaining stones, even if it is Alice's turn. Assuming both players play optimally, return true if Alice wins and false if Bob wins. Player who removes a stone loses if the sum of the values of all removed stones is divisible by 3. Divisible by 3. Bob will win automatically if there are no remaining stones. So if we take all the stones, Bob wins. So basically we have to get Bob to choose us something that's divisible by 3. Alice has to force Bob to make the thing divisible by 3. 10 to the 5th stones. And where can we remove the stone? Any stone we can remove. I don't know. All these problems too hard. Alright, this one says true. Alice wins because Alice can just take any stone, and then Bob will take something and it will divide 3. There's just one stone. Alice takes it. There's no more stones left, and Bob wins. This one. Alice removes 1. Bob removes 1. So I guess we have to like maybe I'm thinking to, instead of having the stones as the actual values, we don't really care. We just care about the mod. So like example 3, the original values are 1, or 5, 1, 2, 4, 3. But if we take the mods, it would be 2, 1, 2, 1, 0, right? And if we take any 0, we lose. So then, all right, Alice has to start first. So Alice can take anything. Let's say Alice takes a 2. And then Bob has to take a 2 or a 0. Let's say Bob takes a 2. So now like there's no more 2s. And our sum is 1. So it's now like Alice's turn. Alice can take 1, 1, or 0. So let's say they take the 1. And then Bob has to take a 0. And the 2 remains there. And now Alice has to take the 1, and she dies. So maybe once I turn these into their mods, then I do a frequency count on them. And if we did that, then what am I looking for, man? It's like if there's an even number of 2s. Wait, I don't know, man. One and 2. Alice can win. I don't know why. So I have a hunch it's something to do with the counts of the mods of 3, like the count of 1s, 2s, and 0s, but I'm not sure the pattern yet. Maybe so this one, there's 1 of each, and they both combine to make 3. So that's Alice. So when there's 1 of 1, too difficult, man. I think I will. Yeah, these are all game theory. What the hell? Math, greedy, min max. I don't know any of these. I know a little bit min max, but let's read some hints. There are limited outcomes given the current sum and the stones remaining. Can we greedily simulate starting with taking a stone with remainder 1 or 2 divided by 3? Who knows? Who knows that problem? It ain't me, man. Alright. Forget that daily problem. I've been failing all the problems I attempt, man. They're too hard. I'm gonna do some AlgoBlazing instead. Alright, some easier problems for me, because that seems like the only type of problems I can do these days. Detect overlapping intervals. You're given an array intervals where each intervals I equals start and end denotes a closed interval on the number line. The intervals arrive in no particular order. Return true if any 2 of them overlap, and false if every pair is disjoint. To intervals overlap when they share at least 1 point. So intervals that merely touch at an endpoint, for example, 1, 4, and 4, 5, do count as overlapping. An interval always shares points with itself, but a single interval on its own has no partner, so a one element array is never overlapping. I don't know what that means, but I think we can do this one for sure. So overlapping intervals, I guess we sort intervals. And then I iterate through them, starting from the second one. And then what? I gotta check if they overlap. So if the mins, I struggle with this for a long time, man. How to tell if two intervals overlap? So like, let's say 1, 4 and 4, 5. So these are two intervals. They should be overlapping. I like to do the min of the maxes and compare it to the max of the mins. So the min of the maxes would be 4, like that, and then the max. Let me draw it out. It always helps me to draw these things, man. So we got 1 through 4, and then we got 4 through 5. So we can see that they're overlapping. So if we take the minimums of the ends, which is 4, and we take the maximum of the starts, which is 4, and we compare those. Well, let me make sure that they're not. I think it's funky if they're like perfectly just touching like that. It's easier to see when there's a bigger overlap. So the min of the ends is still 4, and the max of the starts now is 3. So if the max of the start is less than or equal to the minimum of the ends, that means there's an overlap. So if they didn't overlap like this, then the minimum of the ends would be 4, and the maximum of the starts would be 5. So the start would be after the end. That's how I like to tell if it overlaps. So let's do that real quick. Let me erase this. How are we gonna do that? Min, max, the minimums of the ends. Intervals I1 and then previous one. Those are the ends, and then the max of the mins, the starts. The maximum of the starts. Those are the starts. So that means maybe I should call it the min ends and the max starts. So if the maximum of the starts is like greater than, or wait, I'm tripping, man. I just had the thing up. I think this overlaps. And say return true if they overlap, or what? Anyways, are you just cheat on this problem? What do you mean? The min ends, max starts. Hey, greed FPS, what's happening? Wait, one. Return true. Oh, I didn't update my thing. But still, it's not looking good. The minimum of the ends, 3. The max of the starts. I think I have that backwards. My bad. I want to discuss about my OA. Yeah, how'd it go? I recently read about a nice property about 6174. If you take any 4-digit number n, no digits equal 1, create A from digits of n sorted ascending. 2, create B from digits of n sorted descending. 3, B minus A will be 6174. If not 6174, go to step 1 and keep repeating, and you'll eventually get to 6174. Interesting. Let's do the simplest of line sweep. Oh, that's nice. Line sweep is good. And then if we get more than 1 point, then yeah, that's not cheating, I think. I was asked 2 questions, solved none. Dang. Do you remember the problems? Or what were they? Super hard? Cause man, you're like a Code Forces expert, man. Came back and looked one of the problem and asked ChatGPT to solve it, because in the OA I didn't get any intuition. What was the problem? I'm curious. Alright, this was our AlgoBlazer daily. Easy. I got a 6-day streak on AlgoBlazer, man. I thought DP on graphs for problem 1, but constraints are too high. Yeah, it's hard to say if like we don't even know what the problem is. Based on centroid tree decomposition, what does that mean? Is that like a problem or Usako? What is this? Centroid tree. Find as a node such that when the tree is rooted at it, no other nodes have a subtree greater than size n/2. It's wild. Never heard of these in my life, man. You gotta be crazy to be doing them things in an online assessment. Yeah, Mr. Singh is vibing. It's saying WTF, man. That's crazy. Yeah, SDE1. That's what it's come down to these days. Hey, I haven't tried a study group here, man. You guys want to help me try it out? Let's do like 3 problems. Let's do easy-ish. Alright, here's the link. Hopefully it works, man. Let's see. Well, I'll wait for a bit. I don't know if it's actually gonna work, man. Man, I made a mistake. Started playing Hearthstone again. Should not be doing that, but it is what it is. Oh, Q is in the house. Are you ready, Q? Just me and you, man. Let's see if it works. Tell me if you encounter any weird things. Alright, maximum rise. Here we go. Given an integer array nums, choose 2 indices, I less than j, so that the difference between nums j and nums I is as large as possible. Oh, I can do this. Return maximum difference. Is that it? Oh wait, no, that's not true. That's not true. I misread the problem, man. Yeah, I didn't see my activity there when I submitted. Maybe that's a bug. So I want the minimum. All right, here we go, Q. Is it gonna work? All right, so it does show up on the activity. It just says I solved problem 1. Let's see, problem 2, grid propagation time. You are given an m by n integer grid where each cell holds one of 3 values, 0, 1, 2. Empty cell, clean cell, or infected cell. Each step, every infected cell infects its 4 directionally adjacent, up, down, left, right, never diagonally clean cells. Return the minimum number of steps that must pass until no cell in the grid is clean. If this is impossible because some clean cells can never be reached, return -1 instead. If there are no clean cells to begin with, return 0. All right, here we go, man. So infected, so I need a queue with all the infected cells. So let me iterate over every cell. I'm gonna say if it's 2, it's infected, and I'm gonna push that into my queue. And then, do I need like a scene thing? I think I do. I use a boolean. I'll call this scene. All right, and then I'll mark it scene here. All right, so while there's something in our queue, what are we gonna do? I guess we iterate over everything in the queue. And we gotta do something. I'm not sure what yet. I know what to do. I just need to gather my bearings, man. So this is, yeah, greed FPS. I'm gonna look at the problem after I do these things real quick. Dang, Q, how you type so fast, man? Crazy. What was I trying to do here? How many steps into everything? Oh yeah, I need my adjacency or my directions. It's probably my favorite algo. It's still a lot of typing, man. It must just be really quick. So 0, up, down, left, right. And so every cell that I visit, I'm trying to visit the neighbors. Wait, let me do that. So what are we saying? So this is our R and our C, at here. That's the cell we're at. Then we gotta visit all the neighbors. So my new R is R plus dir 0. And then I'll check inbounds, out of bounds. So if it's less than 0, then it's out of bounds. Continue. All right. Check out of bounds, and then we check what the cell is. So we can only move to a clean cell. So if this is a not equal to a clean cell, then we should continue. Let me think, man. How are we gonna do this? And then do I change that to a 2 to say it's infected? Right. Man, it's been too long since I've done these types of problems. Maybe I don't even need the scene because we can just use the 1s and 2s or whatever. You know, I don't think I need to mark it as scene, but if I change it to a 2 and I just push it to our queue, then perhaps we're good. And then at the end, I just need to make sure that there's no clean cells. And if there is, I return -1. Otherwise, I return how many steps this took. Maybe steps plus 1. So let me try and do that real quick. All right, either I can do that, or I'm thinking maybe I can count how many clean cells we have, and then subtract every time we see one of these cells like this. Anytime we see a clean cell, we decrement, and then I just want to return, we have 0 clean cells, maybe. Let's try that. It ain't right. Where did I mess up? Oh, this is not return true or false. It's Jesus. I'll use a thing. So if clean is 0, then return step, maybe a +1. Otherwise, we're gonna return -1. Maybe step -1? I don't actually know. My code is whack. Maybe it does one last step, but oh dang. 0. Okay, so if there's no clean, then we can just return 0. That's another edge case. All right. Was that it? Yeah, Q2 done. Should we try the next one, Q3? K smallest across sorted arrays. Hold on. Greet FPS. I guess after this problem, I'll look at the link that you sent me for the online assessment. Let me just click it right now, though. Working for 9 years, I'm Unk. Hey, Unk Sing is vibing. All right, you are given arrays a list of integer arrays where each array is individually sorted in non-decreasing order. Some arrays may be empty, and an integer k. Return the k smallest elements among all elements of all arrays in non-decreasing order. Duplicate values count separately. Each occurrence is its own element. This is easy. Wait. Can you do better than sorting all n elements? For example, O k log m. Hold on. Yeah, how do we do this one? I forget how to do everything, man. So we have n arrays, and we need the k smallest. So I guess we could like just iterate over each thing. They're already sorted, so we can just look at the first elements. Maybe I need like, I don't know, something to remember the index that we're at. And they all start at 0. I just realized you created AlgoBlazer. Yeah, I created AlgoBlazer. It's a work in progress. We're just trying it out. Me and Q. Q's done a lot of problems, man, on AlgoBlazer. It's 48 problems. Look at that. All right, how are we gonna do this? We need a priority queue of, how does a priority queue work? We want the smallest elements in the priority queue. So it would be a min queue or whatever. Priority queue int vector int greater int. Do you use AI to learn code or how to? Or do you use AI to code? Wyman, what's happened? Damn, who's the AlgoBlazer? What do you mean, who's the AlgoBlazer? We are all the Indigo Squirrel IO. Is that who I think it is? I've only seen that name one time in my life. I use AI to code. I don't really. Hey, Arik. Indigo Squirrel. What's happening, man? Hey, Arik. I just went bouldering for the first time yesterday. And my whole back is sore, man. It's crazy. Are you still into that type of stuff? How was it? It was fun, man. I could only do like the easy things. So I guess at the bouldering gym I went to, there's like the easiest routes, which it's basically like a ladder. And then you have the next up. I forget what colors they are. But the next one up is like challenging for me. And then I guess the third tier is like too hard, man. I would never stay consistent exercising until I started climbing. Dang, you've been climbing for a long time now, man. You must be super swole. At least your back and your forearms or something, man. Like, what kind of, like, how good are you? Insectito, purpura. What's happening? So many climbers now, yeah. It's fun. It's like a little puzzle, you know. You gotta figure out how to move from one thing to the other. So how come you're leak coding, wanting a job, or for fun? Yeah. I think I'm doing it for fun, kinda. I've built AlgoBlazer, so I'm trying to like make a living off of algorithms like that. So that's why I'm doing it, man. I'm trying to get good enough where I can help people out passing their interviews or whatever. Not that good. I've climbed V6 outdoors. That sounds pretty good to me, man. Trying to be a LeetCode guru. Yeah, but I'm far from guru, man. All right, I gotta solve this problem because we only got 13 minutes. I should be able to solve it, right? So how do you do that? I guess we can just take all of the elements. I want us to do some caveman stuff, man. So I'm gonna iterate through each array. So if this index is out of range, then I'm gonna just continue. Otherwise, I don't think this is the way they want me to solve it, but I'll solve it this way anyways. So I push that. If it's bigger than k, then we pop it, right? And then I gotta increment idx I. But where do I do that? Do I do it like right here? Well, you work as now, if you don't mind me asking, and nice, bro. Good to hear. I don't have a job right now, but I worked at Google for a few years, and I just quit like last year. Gotta start posting a solution to every LeetCode problem on YouTube. Hey, it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. Actually, next week I'm gonna start. I think it's what I need to do, man. I gotta just make the dang videos. As much as I don't want to do YouTube videos like that, I think I need to do it, you know? Wait, what are we returning? We're returning the answer. Alright, so while there's something prior to Q, I'm gonna say push it back, pop it. Did I miss anything here? Let's see. Greet FPS, welcome to the party. Oh, I forgot to break out of this while true. Man, time to exceeds takes too long. Wait, do I have the wrong prior to Q, man? Should I have this one? Just a regular ass. Wait, what? Oh. I gotta reverse it. Wait. What? Do I have the, did I just do this again? Do I have the wrong one? I think so. It's crazy talk, man. Alright. I gotta be right back, man. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. I guess the room is done. I don't know what happens when it actually finishes though, so I'll stay in here. Alright, greed FPS. Let's check out your problem. We're given n houses connected via roads, n-1 roads, representing an undirected tree. Rexo Sabe in the house. What's happening, man? How you doing? Right. Each road is marked as 0 or 1. We have also been given a k, and a path of length k counts as number of nodes in path. We need to count the number of paths of at least length k having at least one edge as one in the path. In Mexico for a training camp. That's nice. Bumping. Hey, hey, I don't even understand what the hell this problem is asking, man. I'm gonna have to think about it. Hey, Raxa, when is I guess ICPC or all of that stuff? Like, what time of the year does it usually happen? Is what I'm asking. All right, so there's 100,000 nodes and K's up to 1 billion. Should be November 8th for Latin America. Oh, snap. Oh, November 7th. Very nice. How many teams are you coaching this year? For those of you who don't know, man, Raxo Sabe is a 2-time ICPC World Finalist and a current ICPC, ICPC coach or something like that. Trained, I don't even know if I said those dang acronyms right, but he's training teams to go for all that stuff. Dang, 7 teams you're coaching. That's crazy, man. Hey, I hope you get paid, man. I hope you get paid good money to be going around coaching so many teams. Alright. Each road is a 0 or a 1. We've also been given a k and a path of length k counts as numbers of nodes in a path. We need to count the number of paths of at least length k having at least edge as one in path. Hey, I don't know what this question is asking, Greed FPS. I guess we can look at the example. So so I guess 0 to 1 is a 0 road, 0 to 2 is a 0 road. Let me copy this over. Oh, look it! I've never seen this. The whatever you call it, the podium finish thing. All right. Let me just pull up any problem, and then I need to draw. Let me just draw here. Wait. No, let me draw. So this is 0. This is 1. There's an edge with 0 there. From 0 to 1. There's 0 to 2. And this edge has a 0. And then there is 1 to 3. And this edge has a 1. So I say the answer is -6. Oh, what's the problem? This is the problem. But I'll copy it back to my drawing. Oh, the answer is just 6, not -6. I see. So count the number of paths of at least length k having at least edge as 1 in its path. What does that part mean? So I guess there are 6 paths. 2, 0, 1, 3. Oh, wait, of length k. So it's like 0 to 1 to 3. Absolute gibberish. Dreamer girl 8888. What's happening? The paths are 3 to 1, 1 to 3 to 1, 3 to 0. Oh, at least length k. Bruce Sales, what's happening? How's the site coming along? Site is coming along, I think, real nice. Working on it pretty much every day, man. Alright, so 6 paths of it. Okay, so 3 to 1, that's 1. 1 to 3, that's 2. 3, 1. Let me try and draw them, huh? Alright, 1 path. 2 paths going that way. 3 paths. 4 paths. 1. 5 paths. And then 6 paths. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. How many paths? Looks good, bro. Hey, thank you very much, Bruce. Appreciate it, man. Hey, I remember you asked me about C. It's on the list of languages to add. Don't you worry, I haven't forgotten. Tired. Wait, 3 hair? Wait, what? Hair for the vibes for a few minutes, but hearing that read out, brain went, ugh, I see. Wouldn't BFS be able to solve this? Hey, maybe Q. I guess it but how do you eliminate the same paths that you've taken? So where would you BFS from? And it says 10 to the 5th nodes. So there's 100,000 nodes and K is up to 1 billion. So I don't think we can just simulate that or BFS because K is 1 billion, man. There's no way we can iterate through that sequentially, right? Yeah, constraints are too high with K being that large. So I have no idea what the hell to do for this problem. Yeah, this is like Raxo is your only hope, man. Like, how would we know it's 6? The path. It's like, how many unique paths? One E5 nodes. Yeah. I already said one solution. Wait, let me see what Raxo said, man. I don't know what a simple path is. DNC on trees. What is a DNC on trees? Divide and conquer. Oh snap! I don't even know the lingos. Divide and conquer on trees. I can't even do divide and conquer, man. That's one of my biggest weaknesses. Divide and conquer on trees is too advanced. Yeah. Hey, this is like Greed FPS says it's for like a dang entry level position, man. This is what he's getting asked in an online assessment. Seems like a crazy problem. Centroid tree decomposition is the name of the data structure that is generated from the DNC on trees. Dang, for a fresher role. Greed FPS is in India, so it's crazy in India, man. If you're trying to get a job over there, you gotta be basically a Code Forces legendary grandmaster to pass those things. That's nuts. This was the first problem, yeah. Oh, Raxo says wait. It's actually something easier. You can actually like analyze. Wait, how many paths? Like, how many unique paths can we get? I guess if we treated it as directed instead of undirected, then maybe we just find out how many in the directed way and then multiply it by 2. But I don't even know how to do that. Number of paths minus number of paths of length at most k minus 1. Minus number of paths of length at least k with only zeros. Hey, if Raxo doesn't know this problem immediately, I'm gonna say it's too hard. Yeah, whoever asked you this problem, Greed FPS, they're tripping, man. That's what I gotta say. All right, what should we do now? Should we try another study group thing? Oh wait, Greed FPS has more problems. Second problem, unlucky to be asked DNC on trees problem in an interview. Yeah, I'd say just chalk it up to bad luck, man. Greed FPS, don't you worry. Sometimes you just get dealt a really bad hand and there's nothing you can do but just keep on keeping on. So this was the second problem in the loop for you. We had to construct a balanced binary tree of n nodes where each node contains a prime number and every parent should be the sum of its children. What? So you gotta generate like a shitload of prime numbers. And then I don't even know how you do this one. What sorcery is going on in the hiring processes? Hey, Mr. Singh is vibing, man. This is what it takes, apparently, if you live in India as a new grad in 2026. Um, 2, 3, 5. What are the first few prime numbers, man? 4 or 5 years ago, they asked how to reverse an array. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, man. But I think 4 or 5 years ago, it wasn't that easy. But relatively easy compared to like these problems for sure. 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 prime, 23, 29. No, maybe. Alright, so if these are a few prime numbers, then it's like these 2 plus 3 equal 5. How the heck you gonna find out things that, you know, twosome like, I guess, or how the hell do you do this? I'm gonna pick up my dinner. Hey, Rexo, you're in high demand right now, man. You don't got time to eat dinner, Rexo. You gotta solve these crazy problems. Where's my twosomes or sinking island problems? Hey, in America, I think you still get a chance. They still ask those types of questions sometimes. But it is just not possible because after 2, every prime number is odd. And sum of 2 odds is even. So it's, well, maybe it's 2 and something else. Maybe it's like 11 and 2, 3 and 2, 5 and 2. Maybe that's the intuition, man. Where like everything is gonna be a 2 and some other problem. I mean, some other number. But yeah, I feel it's even with that, man. Can't repeat numbers. Yeah, that problem's too. I would have just failed that loop. It's impossible for n. Yeah, maybe they wanted you to say that. Impossible. Are you sure that was a problem? Because it seems crazy. An AI company asking these is even more morbid. Those questions are really terrible, I think, at trying to figure out, like, getting any signal from the candidates, because I don't imagine there's too many people that can solve those. All right, what time is it? 9:55. LeetCode contest is tonight, and it starts in 34 minutes until the LeetCode contest, man. It's been a long time since I took a LeetCode contest. I guess I've retired from taking them live, and I just do the virtuals now. 2,000 rated. Dang, that's way beyond my skill level. Should we do a AlgoBlazer room real quick? Bronze and silvers. 30 minutes. Hey Rexo, you seen AlgoBlazer, man? It's running. It's been running for like a week now. It's kind of like binary search, spiritual successor. All right, it's just me and you, Q. Let's do it. Q1, longest consecutive run. You are given an array of integers nums. A run is a block of consecutive integers, values that sit exactly one above the previous. All right, we can do it, man. We can do it. So, what am I trying to do here? Increment the streak. Oh shit, Q's gonna beat me. Let's see. Oh, wrong answer. What are you talking about? Oh, I guess we can't sort, huh? We just want it as is. Oh no. They do want you to sort. What? Wait. Oh, I see. We only need sets. Shit. Alright, I'm just trying to make unique numbers in this thing. And then I'll sort the unique numbers. And then I'll do this thing. I don't think this is how we're supposed to do it. But I think it will work. Oh, this is unique. And this is set. My bad. Come on, man. I guess, all right. Here we go. All right, Q1 done. Wait, what are y'all saying, man? IMOs? What's IMOs? IMOs? Who did IMOs, man? Alright, what's the next question? It is spiral order traversal. Man, I can't do this problem, can I? It's been a long time. Given an n by n integer matrix, return all of its values clockwise spiral order. Walk the top row left to right, then the right column downwards, then the bottom right row right to left, then the left column upwards, and repeats on the rectangle that remains inside until every value has been visited exactly once. Hey, can we do spiral matrix, man? Because this problem is tough for me. Takes a lot of brain juice to do this one. It's been a long time since I've done it. How the hell are we gonna do it though? I'm not sure. I think we need like a top, bottom, or left side would be I guess 0. The team I was a coach for ranked 99 and 12th in the ICPC challenge. Very nice. Use 4 pointers to... Yeah, Greed. I'm doing it, man. Hey, Greed, FPS. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You gotta give me a chance. I mean, this problem I already know, but you gotta give me a chance to try and think things through myself before you give like these spoilers in the chat. I know you're trying to also do it, but you gotta think about all the people like me trying to solve it as well. Yeah, no worries, man. And if you want to try and implement, you can always join us. But my brain, I don't know if my brain can do this problem right now. So I have these things, and how are we gonna spiral, man? I'm just bad. I think I should just leave. What are you talking about, Greed? You're like a Code Forces expert, man. You're for sure. I'd say you're better than I am at algorithms. But it seems you just get really crazy problems in your online assessments, man. Like those problems you shared with us. If I got those, I wouldn't even attempt them, man. I'd be like, this job ain't for me. We'll apply somewhere else. All right. So I guess while our top is that how we do this, man? Anytime I have to do spiral matrix, it takes so much thinking. But let me try and draw it out. Maybe I'll figure it out from here. So I want to go left to right. So we go from left to right. And then decrement our top. So left to right. What's this gonna be? Matrix. Which row are we? This is like the top row. I need to go, all right, left to right. I need to go right and down. But we already did this one, so Shit. Let's try. And then we gotta go bottom row now. So it's like column is from the right. This is for sure not gonna pass. Hey, Rexo has joined the party, man. The left. This is gonna have like duplicates. I have to figure out how to not have duplicates. So this is the bottom row, and it's gonna be that column. I'm still eating. All right, so if we do that there, we increment the top. And then we do the right column. Yes. And then I guess we decrement the right. And then we do the bottom row. And then we increment the bottom. Or decrement the bottom. And then this one we do the left. This ain't gonna be looking good. Best of luck, brother. How often do you practice LeetCode? Hey, what's happening, Ayush? I practice about 3 times a week, maybe, or so. I try and keep my schedule up on my website. So today's Saturday for me. This is my session I'm doing now. The next time I'll practice is on Monday. And Wednesday. These are Eastern times. That's my schedule, kind of. All right. Dang, Q, you got the spiral matrix, man. Very good. I still that shit's whack. Wait, how did I mess up? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 8. Huh. 6. That's crazy. 8, 9, 7. How'd I get that 2, man? I don't even hit that 4. Top. Where'd I mess up? That's great. Wish you the best. I would also be good and consistent like you in DSA. Currently in 3rd year of CS though. Yeah, I was never this consistent, man. I don't know. As I get older, maybe I'm able to manage my time more efficiently. Hey, Q, where am I messing up? So top goes down, then right goes down, bottom goes up. So the bottom should be at 1. So where's this 4, man? I'm missing that 4. Something ain't right. KFC, man, bumping. What'd you? How's KFC out there? 2. How's that 2? Matrix. Oh shit! I have it wrong like that, man. But still, I think something ain't right. I don't get that 5. Maybe this should be less than equal to. Nine, 5, 6, 7, 6. I don't remember how to do this problem, man. Was that crazy or what? So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 11, 10, 9, 5, 6, 7. And I just get that extra 1. How to make it perfect where it doesn't do that, man? Equal top. Maybe I should be like, I want to give up on this queue. I can't even do it, man. Can't do spiral matrix. Dang. All right, the study groups, test cases run differently. I don't have my little AI thing here. I guess it's not in the study groups thing. So spiral matrix, I'm like trying to bring the borders and stuff down. Wait, for these types of problems, I always do a point transitioning on the matrix with reducing bounds and different directions. Use recursion with booleans as flags. Oh, recursion. I don't know what point transitioning is. All right, let me try and figure out why. It's like I'm guessing 1 extra number there, man. All right, so first iteration, we go from 0 to 2, top to bottom, right? And then we go from 0 to 3, top to bottom, left to right. Those are the first bounds. And the second, now we go 1, 1. All right, so initially our bounds are like this. And then our bounds are like 1, 1, like this. So then why does it do it like one more time, man? What is actually happening? I think I see what's happening, man. It's doing two things, but I'm taking like left to right there, top to bottom, right to left doesn't do anything. Then when I go bottom to top, anyways, I gotta go soon, man. Try working on an app that's not the C++ standard library. You will see why certain this are more difficult. What? I'm a little bit disappointed that I can't solve spiral matrix like that. Because I'm adding, I think I see where it's messing up. So my top is equal to my bottom here. My left is less than my right. But I feel like I'm adding the same thing like twice, you know? Maybe I can try to... I don't want to use like extra memory to remember which cells I've already taken. I don't think we need to do it like that. One top bottom is at 1, and left and right 1, 2. What does that mean for me? Left, right. So top. I go left, right. And this doesn't do anything. And now my right is equal to my left. I'm gonna give up. Cause I gotta go. Let me see what you did, Q. Ew, what the hell is that? Oh, this is distance between nodes. You're doing Q3. Oh, Raxo doing Q3 as well. Oh wait, you just changed it, I saw. Hey, that's crazy what you're doing, man. What? You're doing a DFS? I've never seen anybody do it like this, man. This is what you usually do? Yeah, I've never seen... I guess I usually try and do the spiral matrix without using a set or anything, like a scene. You gonna do the contest live? No, man, I'm not doing the contest live. I'm just doing a little few problems before the contest. Hold on, let me see. I gotta review. Let me see the last time I did spiral matrix. It must be like years. 3 years ago is the last time I did it, man. Shit. And it looks like every time I do it, I have issues. It's like I write the same damn code and I make the same mistakes every time. Let's see when I finally get it right. Wait, let me go to this one. Oh, I'm doing the count thing instead here. Is that cheating? Is that the only way I can figure it out, man? There must be a way where I don't need the counts, but alright, let me just... Hey, who put this in here? I didn't put that there. Alright, so let's get a count. Rows times calls. Let me take this out. I'm gonna put this in here. And let's see if that fixes it for me. No, I changed something, man. What did I change? This. There we go. Every time I join one of your streams, I'm impressed at how good your keyboard sounds. Hey, thank you very much. Bubble75. Alright, so I just need that count thing. Is that the only thing, man? Is there not a way where I can do this without having the counts? I'm not sure. I'm participating for the first time in my life, and I've solved around 100 questions. How many could I solve? I don't know. You could be really good or not. I'd say don't worry about anything except focusing for the full 90 minutes for the contest. Sometimes like it's RNG, it's like random, meaning you can get some really tough problems on the contest, but it doesn't mean like you suck. It just means that contest was bad luck. But I think it's important to just practice to focus for 90 minutes straight on the contest, and I promise you'll make progress by just trying your best for that amount of time. Blur952, thank you very much for the follow. Finite state machines work? I don't know what that is. Someone at Apple will ask you about how L2 cache works if you call. Huh. The Macaboo. What's happening, man? Welcome. Not as good as my keyboard. Yeah, Q. You still using that keyboard, man? I gotta build another keyboard soon. Is there any way to know the topic from which the contest is gonna be? No, it's gonna be random topics, man. So usually for the contest, the first question is the easiest one. Second question and third question are like medium difficulty, and the fourth question is the hardest. I'd say these days, I think if you can solve 2 questions completely on your own, you're looking pretty decent. If you can solve 3 questions consistently, you're looking real good. And if you're solving all 4 questions consistently, like you're too good. You're like way better than you need to be if you can get all of them. I use it on and off. Hey, nice. Alright, that's it for me, man. I gotta go. This room ends in 15 seconds. Maybe I'll just wait until the end. But thank you everyone for doing this study group with me, man. It's fun. It's nice to see things working a little bit. Like, how do we get points? I don't even know how that point system works in these study groups, man. I might have to figure it out. I can't solve question 2 in 27 seconds. Hey, no worries. Thanks for trying, man. Alright. Hey, is this thing still working? This is not... I have to hide this. It's not supposed to be around yet. That's a new feature coming that's not ready. Do we need to start at 8 only or anytime? No, you gotta start when the contest starts. So the contest starts in like 2 minutes. So that's when you should start. You can start a little bit late, but it's best if you start when everyone else starts. In 2 minutes. So register, make sure you register and take it. Let's try to make it to midnight. Hey, Brent, alright, so what's happening? Nah, I gotta go, man. There's like UFC fights on tonight and everything. Let's go raid Howling, man. Dang, 6 hours. This man is crazy. He loves streaming. Alright, I just created the raid for Howling. I don't know what he's working on, man, but we're going over there. Alright, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm out of here. I'll be back on Monday in a couple days doing more AlgoBlazer. Good luck on the contest if you're taking it. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Q Ultimus, Brent Arato, Raxo Sabe. Have a good night. Thank you very much for tuning in. Everybody from YouTube. Priyansh, good luck. Hello Kitty Boy. Thank you for tuning in. Bruce Sales. Adios, amigo. Wymun. Indigo Squirrel. Io. Arik. Have a good night, man. See you next time. The Macaboo and Space Pakal. Thank you very much for tuning in. M Collars, see you next time. Insectito Pura or Purpura. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Greed FPS. Farewell. Mr. Singh is vibing. See you next time. Thank you very much. And have a good night, everyone else. See ya.